This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Do you have a point of sale system you can trust, or is it a real POS? You need Shopify for retail. From accepting payments to managing inventory, Shopify POS has everything you need to sell in person. Go to shopify.com/system, all lowercase, to take your retail business to the next level today. That's shopify.com/system.
This episode is supported by FX's Clipped, the scandalous story of the 2014 Clippers owner's racist remarks captured on tape and heard around the world. The series charts the tape's impact on a dysfunctional basketball organization striving to win against their reputation as the most cursed team in the league. Starring Lawrence Fishburne, Jackie Weaver, Cleopatra Coleman, and Ed O'Neill. FX's Clipped, streaming June 4th, only on Hulu.
Last few years, baseball has put lots of focus on increasing the pace of play, since the average length of an MLB game is about 3 hours and 5 minutes. The league felt that in today's day and age, with everyone's attention spans being so short, they needed to make changes within the game to make sure there's nonstop action so fans aren't bored out of their minds. Before the pitch clock was even put into place, I feel like it was more of a wait-and-see situation for most people, because it has potential to make the game more exciting.
Savage.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
There we go again. More technical problems. We live in the 21st century. No!
Savage. Unfiltered.
Under. The only reason I know this is because I lived under tyranny. I lived.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You're a fucking.
Your host, Michael Gardner.
Proper fashion at the proper time.
Like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, we made it. Alrighty, guys, welcome to today's show. Welcome, guys. We got a good one here. We're gonna talk about baseball. I don't want to touch on it too much, but I want to touch on it just a little bit here. It's going to be a quick episode because we got to make some room for another guest that's going to be joining us here soon. Joseph, yeah, one of those days, huh, buddy?
Yeah, and none of us are even using an iPhone, huh?
I hope not. I think our next guest coming in later today is actually going to be using an Android or something. So.
Yeah, still a phone rather than a laptop, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I was on with Don Wardlow the last Friday of February. His show is The Baseball Lifer. So this show is perfect segue from having spoken to him about baseball on that last Friday in February. So
yeah, good stuff. And before we start, guys, I want to make an announcement to the folks here. When Restream gets its act together, and instead of updating on Monday afternoons, please update. Choose your update days on the weekend when really no one does podcast recordings. It just makes it a lot easier because we had some amazing new features here I wanted to show on Rumble, but obviously we're not going to be able to do that. So we have to do the old school style of terrestrial radio format.
Yeah,
so
there's no excuse to not do updates between midnight and 6 in the morning. I mean, really, come on. How as a former IT guy, it's just no excuse for it. Unless if you're running a cheap outfit and don't want to pay to have your staff there extra money to be there over the night hours when you should be doing your updates.
Well, it's a catching attention. We just looked into it because Restream, Joseph, they have a platform of over 5,000 podcasters that choose that network. So 5,000 platform podcasters, excuse me, you better get your damn act together. 5,000 your damn fucking network, you better get your act together.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, here I've been begging you to go back to Restream.
We did.
We finally try to go back to Restream, and they bleep us over. First chance out of the box here.
Our best here. I noticed Joseph coming in and going. Hopefully his Wi-Fi holds up there in his house because he's going through probably a snowstorm or something. I know Wisconsin's getting it. Our good friend Sauce couldn't join because he's having Wi-Fi issues and internet issues. So, yeah,
everything seems to be okay here. We are getting sleet starting as of like a half hour ago, but my satellite dish is still functioning.
Hi, my name is Sam. I own a local carpet cleaning company in Oklahoma City called ProX. I use Blip primarily for brand awareness. I think outdoor ads are great for that. Before Blip, I got quotes for billboards that were around $2,000 to $5,000 per campaign. And for a small company starting out, that's sort of out of reach. So I was thrilled when I found out about Blip. I especially like that I can set my own budget. I can change my ad anytime I want to. I had a logo change a while back and I had the new one up and running the same day. So Blip gives a lot of companies access to billboards who otherwise wouldn't have had access to it. So keep up the good work, Blip. Thank you.
Savaged, unfiltered.
So my AT&T gig fiber optic should still continue to work too, but who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I hope it's not on our end too, because guys, with the heat index here in Florida, it's approaching 100 degrees, and I hope the freaking heat isn't frying the damn wires.
Ooh, yeah, that could be an issue, or you get a damn squirrel again messing with your line. Again.
The intrusion attacks that we were talking about. Yeah, that's
yeah. And that too. Yep, that too. But like I said, when we tried to start recording the last time and we found out sauces without power can't come in, that's great because hey, it's more time for me to hog the airwaves.
Not great for me or us, Joseph. We're losing a show out of this, damn it. Well, we're gonna talk some baseball today. I want to get into some announcements. Try to get it on this show. If not, we'll talk on the next show. With Detroit picking up, I think they picked up a win just the other day against New York. That was a damn good game. Spring training, Joseph. Do you watch spring training at all?
I normally, you know what? I normally don't watch all that much spring training. And part of the reason lately is because I do have Dish Network and they're still in dispute with Bally Sports Detroit, partly owned with Disney. So I don't get Bally Sports Detroit. I'd have to go to my streamer, Cody, use Cody on Fire Stick, and it's just not as convenient to do, and I'm just not that interested to go out of my way to watch those games. But we're hopeful again that our rebuild has gotten a little further along this time.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Do you have a point of sale system you can trust, or is it a real POS? You need Shopify for retail. From accepting payments to managing inventory, Shopify POS has everything you need to sell in person. Go to shopify.com/system, all lowercase, to take your retail business to the next level today. That's shopify.com/system.
We got rid of Al Avila. Finally, a lot of people have been asking for him to be fired for many years now. So we've got, somebody else. I don't remember who exactly is taking over the reins of the front office. But yeah, I did see some of the New York Yankees Tigers game. I saw Tigers and Phillies just the other day, part of that. And I did look it up, so I knew so far Detroit is 5-5 in preseason, which, isn't great, but isn't bad. It's still very early, and, a lot of these are split games, so you don't even have a whole team together in one place. So it's hard to tell.
Joseph, I'm surprised that your good friend over there at Wham Radio, because I check him out on Saturdays. I'm surprised he hasn't chatted about it this past weekend.
Yeah, not yet. I'm sure as the season gets closer. Yeah, I think last show, Derek, the Stone Cold Sports Truth on Wham Radio, Sundays, noon 30. He did something for Michael Jordan's birthday or something like that. I think.
Like a tribute show or something?
Yeah. So he likes to try to mix it up in that. So.
Yeah, but did you happen to see the new rule now in baseball, Joseph?
There's plenty of sunshine and there's a ball game.
His last 2 years, and this is what he features as a
big lefty on the bump for the Toronto Blue Jays. Might be today. Tigers have traveled in. Crop of prospects and a couple of side sessions going back and forth with Bassett signed a 3
tape. It was pretty cool.
The 3-2 after
Chapman played behind Bassett when they were teammates in the end of spring. He broke his foot.
That one is lined into center field, and diving and making the play is Bader for the final out of the inning, saving a run. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Swing and a miss. Garrett down on strikes. 2-1. Hit sharply off of Abbott. Caroms toward the line. Abbott picks up and flips.
The pitch count, the pitch clock.
Pitch clock at 10 seconds.
Yes, I like it. I'm not quite sure what's going on, though, with the games I've seen, though, because I've seen a 20-second count, I've seen a 15-second count, and I've seen a 20-second count. Now, I'm not sure if that's like maybe the home team gets less time or more time, or if they're playing games during the preseason here to see what they will actually do in the regular season. So I'm not sure if that's a hard, fast rule yet. I think they're playing games a little, but
they're playing some phases on that. But I know they did pass that rule, so they're trying to enforce it into the league. And we've seen a little bit of that into the spring training games this past week. So, I seen that and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it a lot. Now, as I said, when we were trying to restream, that isn't gotten aired yet, won't air.
No.
Well, like if I go to not Tiger Stadium, they don't call it that. The old Tiger Stadium, which was Briggs Field, has been ripped down. The new Comerica Park, the Comerica Bank is the rights holder to the name of the park, but we pretty much still call it the new Tiger Stadium. But if I'm going to a baseball game in person, it's okay because I'm doing hot dogs, I'm making bathroom runs, or Little Caesar pizza runs. There's things that can keep you busy during a game while you're there, but the pitch clock is definitely needed for games on TV. They go too long. The game.
So Joseph, here's my question. As we close out this baseball episode. Do you think the pitch clock is a good thing for the Major League Baseball or no?
Absolutely. I think it will be a big help for the game again, especially for when you're watching on TV, to get these games down to hopefully 2.5 hours again, like they used to be.
Yeah, I hear you. So yeah, our guest came in a little early. That's okay. She should be back in a moment. She's like just texting us saying, "Oh, everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're just finishing up."
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell her to come back in again if she wants to have any say about Major League Baseball. Let's get a female perspective. Tell her to come back on.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, so you're saying that the Major League Baseball should enforce the pitch clock?
Absolutely. I think that and other minor tweaks to the game are good and good. I see Valerie has indeed jumped in the room. So Valerie, if you can hear me, what is your perspective of rule changes in baseball, or have you not given a damn and not paying any attention to it?
Well, I haven't paid attention to it. One of my sons is a diehard baseball fan, so if I need to know anything, I just ask him.
Yeah. It's Valerie. It's definitely one of those mashup shows. We were supposed to finish this episode. Joseph and I, we were kind of doing another episode and everything, but we've been having some issues with this network that we use through Restream. They're doing some updates on it, so I apologize. I wish I could have you on video, but we have to go old school with terrestrial radio format. So.
All right. Well, that's good. I can go with the flow. Whatever we got to do.
All righty. Yeah.